Hi guys, this is Manoj from madlookzVFX, and this week we are just going to see some of the frequently asked questions in my channel, and I'm just going to answer some of those questions with a short brief. I'm not I'm not going to give you all the details of it's not a brief answer for all these questions. I will give you my own assumption for all these questions. So, and I'm really thankful for all of your support in my last video. I'm really new into this kind of entertainment stuff in my channel, so I just did that. Like a content should be entertainment as well as informative. Just want to assure you, like, next episode will be super awesome, because I've spoken with some of my friends and they told me like they are really happy to be part of the session. So definitely they are going to participate in the contest, and I'm just going to edit it very nicely and present it before all of you, so that all this video will be informative as well as entertainment. So moving into this current episode, we are getting a lot of questions in my YouTube channel as well as other social media handles like Instagram. We have an Instagram handle where I'm posting some of the small tips and tricks or small information related to visual effects or general CGI. So follow my Instagram handle, and it will be there in the description. And also I have a Facebook page where I'm sharing a lot of tutorials on a daily basis, and also I have a WhatsApp group. I'll be sharing the latest updates and some of the links from the website which I used to follow. So follow all the social media handles, follow up with the regular updates in the industry. So let's get into the video directly. Okay, so the first question is what is the best way to learn VFX? Okay, this question has it's very important in the current scenario, because of this COVID crisis and all this stuff going on throughout the world. All the institutes, all the schools and all are closed, and mostly education is carrying on through online media, through online calls and all things, and it's not reliable to completely rely on physical education in institute. So better this time you can opt for online education. There are a lot of websites which provides free tutorials as well as paid courses, example FX PhD, Pluralsight, Udemy, and there are a lot of free content in YouTube too. So also madlookzVFX, it's like we don't provide courses and all, but there are some tutorials which is really basics, really important for an artist to perform well in their work. So I suggest you can follow some of the online websites which provide free tutorials and free courses. So just go and check in the Google free courses. Okay, I suggest you can take some courses in Udemy, Pluralsight, FX PhD. They all provide some of the great contents. And I have made some some newsletters, some websites and all, and I have made a separate video on the YouTube channels which I personally follow. So follow all those contents, and you are super cool to go to any type of industry for your work. So let's move into the second question. What are the main softwares used in visual effects? So I'm not elaborating in CG industry this much softwares are there, in VFX this much softwares and all. I'm just going to give a basic idea. Okay, so for a rotoscopy artist, Mocha Pro or Mocha, imagine as Mocha, Silhouette FX and Nuke is really important, because most of the companies do work in compositing. So Nuke is the most preferred software for compositing. So for supporting Nuke, Silhouette and Mocha is the best. So for auto you can opt for Mocha and Silhouette as well as Nuke. It depends on the need of the work. And for paint, I suggest there are two softwares, which is Silhouette and Adobe Photoshop. So but I suggest you to learn in Silhouette, because it is super, it's super speed, it's super awesome software. Interface is cool, and also the performance is far way better from Photoshop. So I suggest you to use Silhouette for paint, and for compositing most of the companies uses Nuke, and there are some other softwares which is Fusion, some other software also like Flame also is there. So I suggest you to learn completely Nuke, because Nuke is an industry standard software. And for Matchmo, 3D Equalizer, Buju, all those softwares are super important. But I suggest you to take 3D equalizer as an important software in Matchmove, because industry is completely reliable on 3D equalizer. I heard like that. I don't have any personal experience, and all this and also Maya is pretty important, and also basics of Nuke is pretty important for Matchmove. So visual effects, these much softwares are important, and you can start your learning on all these softwares, which is you can choose which is the department you are gonna start your career, as well as yeah, you are going to start the work in which department, and you can choose the software according to that. Then next question is, what is best, VFX or animation? I don't have definite answer on this, because both are different uh, genre. Like animation is like completely CGI. For animated movie, there are separate departments, like modeling will be there, rigging will be there, animation will be there, rendering will be there, lighting. There are a lot of departments for animation kind of movies. Visual effects movies are like, in every movies there are visual effects, so there is no like separate departments for visual effects and all. In visual effects we need animators, we need modelers, all kind of stuff too here. So visual effects is like the department where we have all departments, like we have auto, matchmo, paint, compositing, CG, all the stuff, it is there. Animated movies, like it's like completely different, because for example, if you are taking Pixar and DreamWorks animation and all, they don't have live action plates to work on, like compositing, roto, paint, cleanup and all stuff are not there. It's a different type of genre. So if you are completely interested in VFX, you should choose departments according to that. And the question is like, what is best, VFX or animation? If we consider India, VFX had a great scope. I mean, still it have a great scope, because there are a lot of companies in India which is having an international standard, which performs visual effects tasks like rotopaint, matchmo and compositing. Also there are departments which supports visual effects, like that we have animations, we have animators, we have modelers, and all these people are just supporting the visual effects work. Like if you want to, for example, if you are taking Jurassic Park or Jurassic World, or the recent movie Godzilla, or whatever movie, it's a live action movie, and we can see a lot of CG characters in that, and it's got composed very neatly, so that it feels like a real movie. So I mean, that is a thing. Like there is nothing like which one is best and which one is not good. It's like your personal interest and the scope of work in your country, so it's all depends on all these factors. And I really suggest, if you are from India, you can consider visual effects, because there are a lot of scope. I'm not sure like in the present scenario how the job requirements are there, but definitely visual effects is a good way to start a career. So next question is like, is After Effects really important in visual effects? Like, okay, according to me, After Effects, most of the studios are not using After Effects for visual effects. After Effects is mainly used in motion graphics and all kind of like that stuff, like titling, all those stuff are mainly done in After Effects. And some other software which supports in motion graphics are Cinema 4D, and some other softwares also are there. So After Effects is really doesn't matter. You don't have to be completely good in After Effects if you just want to step into visual effects. I suggest you can take Nuke as a stepping stone for visual effects. Also, if you want to get into compositing, you should have the proper knowledge of roto and paint, as well as 3D tracking. So it's After Effects doesn't matter much in visual effects. So the next question is like, why can't Bollywood compete with Hollywood in terms of VFX? Okay, there are certain points which I can tell in this. Like, if we take some of the movies, like there are so many invisible effects. Like if you're watching the movie, we cannot tell like there is visual effects or not. I mean, Bollywood have some movies which is super awesome in visual effects terms. Like there are so many movies. I don't want to name any of them. Like we have good standard of work in visual effects also, but what is really happening is like in Hollywood, if we take a movie, they do pre-production, production and post-production in a long term. Like they plan very well, they have that much budget, and that is the main plus point in Hollywood. If you take Bollywood, we are making almost 3000 plus movies in a year, so it takes like from 12 months we are making 3000 movies. That's a huge. Okay, so So what is happening, like we don't have much time for production or post production. So that is the main problem. Like if we have time and if we have budget to scale up the quality, like if you take Bahubali, it was produced in, I mean, the movie came, it took almost 1 year or 2 years for the production and post production work. So if we have quality, I mean, if we have time and budget, we can surely attain that quality. We don't have, I mean, it's not like we don't have resources and we don't have knowledge for producing great content. It's like we don't have time and we don't have that much budget. The visual effects companies which do such awesome visual effects for those movies are in a time strain like this much. I mean, some companies take 3 to 4 months to complete one entire movie. So we don't have that much time and that much months to just plan the work to do all this great visual effects content. So according to me, time and budget matters in visual effects. So if we have time and if we have a good budget to support the visual effects for the movie, we can surely make a great content which is very competitive to Hollywood. Okay, the next question is like, is Mac good for visual effects? I mean, Mac is an institute. Okay, so I don't want to comment like Mac is not good and you should not go to Mac and all. Like you can get good education from institutes also. I mean, I know some of the trainers from all of these institutes, and they're really informative and they're really knowledgeable persons. So I will not tell like you should not go into institutes and all, but it all depends on you. Even if you are going in institutes for practical and practical sessions, it's good that you are getting a physical kind of education, but you should not completely rely on institutes. There are so many content available in internet that you can make use of. For practical and like interactive sessions, you can choose an institute, but you should not completely rely on an institute for education regarding visual effects, at least because there are a lot of contents, as I told, like there are a lot of contents which is far more better than institute studies. Now I cannot tell like now education has improved in visual effects in most of the institute, because everyone is informative and we have some trainers who have production experiences, and also it's completely changed now. But also I will suggest like when you are considering an institute, like for completely relying on education, for a certificate or for a degree, you can choose an institute. But after that, I mean, not after that, in between also you should completely I mean, make use of Google and all other softwares and websites which is available in internet. So I cannot tell like Mac is not good or Mac is good, but I will suggest you to make use of the education you are getting from Mac, as well as you are getting a degree from there or a certificate from there. That is super important. And also make use of internet, because internet is a place where you will get a lot of content. So make use of internet for your further studies and as well as all for your explorations too. So these are some of the questions which is frequently asked in my channel, and I just want to answer some of these questions in a small way, like according to me or in my point of view. So if you like this type of videos, like I just want to answer some of your questions, or I just want to answer some of the concerns in the industry. If you like I should speak something regarding that, you should comment it down, and please like the video and share with your friends, or at least with the freshers who just want to get into the industry, so that it will be informative for them. So that's it. Bye bye, take care, see you in the next video.